So, hello everyone. This is the Ero F4 round 11 Bahrain Grand Prix in season 7, if I got that right. I'm your CEO commentator Ken. Liam is joining us for just a bit. So, yeah, waiting the first car to go on the track and yeah. About Bahrain circuit, I think it's pretty nice track. It's produced good racing as always, most of the tracks, but there's of course some difficult braking zones. For example, the turn 10, it is quite hard to nail it. So yeah, and we are on board now with Ari Keith, who's first on the outlap on the medium tires. He hasn't had best of luck in past couple of races, but hopefully he can get better result today. Oh, nearly spun on the outlap, but it doesn't matter. So he and Kisiak are on the medium tires, and everyone else are on the softs. And we have 17 drivers, which is quite good. So nearly full grid, but yeah. Yeah. So use this approach into final corner and starting his first boost lap. So we are gonna make a tour at Bahrain International Circuit. So opening DRS right now and starting lap now, and approaching to turn 1, something like I think 100 meters where are you starting braking not a little bit earlier than second gear on the first corner, and fourth gear to second, and third pretty easy to get it wrong. You can spin pretty easily. Now approaching to turn 4, 100 meters, and down to third gear. This is also pretty easy to spin, and that's first sector complete. Pretty nicely going, and at this corner, second gear, short shifting third, pretty nice rotation, and now approaching pretty hard turn 10. Oh, yesterday it's pretty nice, a little bit a moment, but yeah, still good and opening DRS third time on his lap, and I think 60 meters where you're gonna break a little bit too much over the curve in my opinion, but still pretty good 7 gear, and that's second sector complete, and third sector is nearly most of the straight. There's only one corner left, the final corner, or corners turn 14 and 15. 14th and 15th right here, and approaching the line, opening DRS, and it's 128.0 on the mediums. Pretty decent lap for him, as I think Kisiak is the one who's gonna set the lap, and 128.378, pretty good lap for him also. And this Czech is also making his first lap completed, and it's 128.5, third fastest, and as Fernando Julia goes fast by nearly 8 tenths, but he was driving his lap on the softs, as Sweet Blues goes P1, wanted faster than Fernando Julia Jagas from P3, Black Wolves P4, and Ano is completing his lap, crossing the line, and it's fastest lap, 127.147, 7,000 faster than Sweet Blues, so pretty tight on the front. Ulrich's letting someone by, restarting his lap. Mendelssohn is at the final corner. This is pretty nicely no oversteer moment opening DRS, and it's P1 of 126.7, 4/10 faster than Anno, so very good lap for Mendelssohn. As Lux is going out on the mediums, our championship leader, and Noruno is not on the fast lap. Parker is on his lap. Oh, but yeah, he's invalidated his lap, unfortunately, and Ano might be boxing after this lap. And Reese is invalidated his lap, and Lip was on his lap, fastest in second sector, and now on the back straight. Freaking at 100 meters goes pretty nicely, and approaching the finish line, opening DRS, and it's going to be 127.2 and P5 for Mercedes driver, and yeah.
That is a very nice lap.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the broadcast now. My bed is made.
Okay.
I've went to the shops.
Okay.
I'm ready to commentate. My apologies. Yeah, that lap by time by Mendelssohn is fucking rapid. Sorry, pardon my French. Pardon my French. Yeah, that is a really, really good lap time. We got C in the chat again, supporting Mendelssohn as usual. Yeah, I don't believe Alex has had much practice on this track.
Yeah, but his first lap was set on medium tires.
Okay, so maybe not the most practice, but still has the pace. One of the fastest drivers in F4 this year so far.
No.
I'm searching for the Bahrain International Circuit, and apparently they haven't named any of their corners.
Yeah, I was also looking at the corner names, but yeah.
So that makes it really, really hard to do anything. I'm amazed that hairpin doesn't have a name, but you know, that's just whatever. Is anyone on a lap?
Daryl Viffen on his lap, and Lux is also on his lap, I think. Yeah.
Quite late to do a medium run, but we're only going to have about one attempt to the softs. Get out of the way, Filippo. Right, he does good. Swinging through from Daryl Viffen, 6th gear, 7th gear, down to the line. What's the time going to be? So 128.5, which on the mediums is respectable. 5 seconds, or 5 tenths behind Eric's East. My apologies, but he has room to work with.
Yeah, but I was thinking about they might be doing their medium runs now, because the tire maybe has a little bit more grip when, like, I think there's 12 laps made, so it might be a little bit better on the mediums, so they can maybe do top 10 run with it and start it on the mediums.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, you're looking at the times there, 2 tenths to 10th, and then Eric's I think Alex is already out on the softs. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So it'd be tough to get into the top 10 on mediums, but the medium to hard strategy is preferable. Well, someone set a very fast lap time there. I'm not sure who.
Luxa got P8 on the mediums.
Ah, very good. 2 times faster than Yeast. But yes, the medium to hard strategy is probably the best strategy here. Medium, soft, medium, you can get away with, but your tyres will really be on, you know, in pain. So there's nothing. The alternative strategy could work very well here, especially with a safety car, maybe. Who knows? Wow. 126.4 for Yeast into pole. That is an incredible lap. Wow, that puts Mendelssohn's lap to shame. And that shows. Okay, so he gained 1.5 seconds going from the soft to the medium to the yellow flag in sector 2 for, I believe, Laxa. But these guys, Laxa, Wiffen, whoever qualified on the mediums, I'm not sure if Nestec did. They're in good stead. They're in very good stead if they can get these softs to work.
Yeah, but so Marco's P1 right now. But yeah, I was saying about that medium, soft medium is possible if you can do like 20 laps on mediums, then it's pretty much possible. What
Yeah.
I have practiced, but yeah, and Uno goes fastest.
Oh, 126.333. Very, very nice lap time from him. It looks like we're going to have the usual suspects on pole. As Nestec as well, actually. 126.7. Now Nestec is coming up from F5. He's literally only just got off the track about 50 minutes ago, and he's back in another race. It's the same for Elliot Parker, down here in 13th in the Alpine. Nice to see if these guys can make an impact as reserves. You know, they get the opportunity to race in a tier above. You know, they can work it. Bastian is going for P1. Well, currently he's not going for anything, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's get... He says that he's the driver to look out for this race. Oh, okay. Well, I would like to see how many points does Bastian Freeze have so far. Let's see. Oh, he's got... I can't see all of it, but let's get there. Freeze. He has 5 points so far after 10 races. So if he's going to turn it up, he's going to turn it up now. Can't wait any longer. But I hope it goes well for him. I imagine he's getting ready to start another lap or go into the pits now. Only 5 minutes in the session, so you would assume people getting ready for their final runs. In reference to the pit lane line, you are not allowed to cross that white line. If you do, it is a 5-second penalty, as Kvyat goes P6 with 127 flat. If you cross that white line, 5-second penalty if it's reported by either a steward, me, or another driver.
Lippo goes P6.
Oh, 126.9. So lap times are slowly improving, not massively, but they're getting there. As Black Wolf going for a run very early, actually. From the comeback king, as I think only I like to call him. I'm trying to think, who are we missing? We're missing Tim Lace again, unfortunately. Ram Stranger. So, as we, you know, I'll just let Black Wolf do his lap. Currently, Laxa is in the lead of the championship with a very mighty, see if I get this McAfee sponsorship out of the way, 149 points. Followed in second, I'd say closely, but that would be a lie, by Mendelsohn with 94. That is a 55 point gap between first and second, and halfway through the season. We thought it'd be closer, but you know, Mendelsohn has the pace today. Hopefully he can do something about that. We've got 7 more races to kill Laxa's reign of dominance over this league. He's only won 3 races, but it's just consistency that's put him up at the top. Mendelsohn yet to win a race, 3 second places, but no prizes, I suppose. We got Black Wolf in third with 92 points, and Yeast, only here for half the season, 88 points, as Black Wolf goes P12 with 127.2. He only appeared to gain a few tenths there, and he did run out of ERS coming up to the line, which is obviously not what you want from a qualifying lap. And in the constructors, I'm pretty sure Aston Martin are dominating, as Sweet Blues has got 60 points to his name, putting him P8. And I mustn't forget Anno in P5, 86 points, making P2 to P5 a very nice little battle, and P1 probably a bit unreachable now, but people can try. Lexa might not, might be a family emergency. You can't race. You never know. Elliot Parker retires in the pit lane, and I am rambling. Save me, kid.
So yeah, there are this one goes P7 right now. And
There's no one near ending a lap.
The Spider is on his lap. On the second sector, he's finishing it right now. He's half a second faster than his previous lap. And yeah, and I think Mendelssohn is also his laps, but Spider is finishing his lap, opening DRS, and then he goes P16.
Okay, so that would be a very disappointing qualifying session for him, unless he can do another lap. Doesn't really have any ERS for it, but he's giving it a go. Very right into turn 1, so I think that might be his qualifying session over.
Yeah. Mark is finishing his lap. DRS open right now and cross the line P6. Pretty good lap.
Very, very nice lap. Very cushy. We now have Yeast starting his outlap with a minute to go in the session. And Mentelson is abandoning his final lap. Must have been a mistake. He's 12 seconds behind and retired in the session, so he will not be improving. Luno and Yeast must be very thankful about that. Can I show Jakobsen's lap? I can show you. I can. As people come through, we will be going to them, obviously. And it's not just Jakobsen, unfortunately.
Yeast is fastest on the first sector.
Oh, okay, that's very, very good for him. Is Donado's coming through for an outlap, then we have Luno starting his outlap, and Laxa, I believe, starting his outlap. If he invalidates, that is Laxa P17. I don't believe that can happen. That's just impossible to me. He's too good.
Treatment up on his time, but he's invalidated his lap. Yeast.
Well, Laxa?
Yeast.
Okay, so that's a saviour. Remember to put that like button. Okay, Tino. We aren't begs. With Jakobsen, didn't settle that time. I imagine he invalidated.
So if Yeast wouldn't have invalidated his lap time would be 126.1, something like that.
Kisiek goes P5 with 129.9. What can, I believe, Anno do? Yep, and Anno goes P3. Well, that is a very, very nice lap time. It gets in front of Mendelsohn.
Donando Julio is now in the fastest in second sector, I think, for a brief moment.
With 3 temps up, that would put him P3 currently. 3 retires, so P14 for him. It's not his day. You jinxed it, commenters.
Donando Julio across the line P3.
Ooh, lovely stuff.
Luno upwards his lap. Lux is P3.
P3? Okay.
And Neste goes P4.
Wow.
That's pretty good for a F5 driver.
Yes, Elliot Parker saying in the chat, I don't know why I'm pronouncing your name as a whole, but he said in the chat that Nestek deserves the promotion to F4. And at this rate, yeah, I think so. And that is gutting news. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Oh, decent lap time for Jakobsen. I don't believe there's anyone else doing it now. That is gutting news. He should have been on pole if it were not for that invalidation. I don't know where he invalidated.
It is like before the final corner on the back straight, like out of that corner he went too wide.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That is really unfortunate. But on pole we have Nuno as well. He's a hot lap merchant. He's just incredible. Followed by the Hong Konger apparently of Yeast. Then on the second rider grid we have Laxa and the new boy Nestak. Third grid is Donardo and Anno. Fourth grid is the AlphaTauri. Full show. Kizik and Mark. Filippo Whiffen. Fleet Blues Parker. Freeze, Blackwolf and Spider rounding out the final. I don't know. Final 17, whatever. Bastian couldn't reach his full potential. His full potential is better come up soon. Oh, we've got. Oh, okay, Max. There's a lot of pressure and hype on the man that qualified 14th here. His best result, a P8 in what I believe is Portugal. He's going to go into surprise for the rest of the race, he says. I've not seen so much support for Freeze before, but I hope it works out in his favour. Maybe he needed the pressure to get him going. I wonder why you think that, Brad. I wonder why you think that. Can you see the comments, Ken?
No.
Oh, because this must just sound like I'm rambling to you. Like, because when someone comments, it pops up on my game. But I guess for you, hey, I'm the commentator, Yeast. Don't chat bad about me. Don't tell me to shut up. I mean, my job is to talk. I say job. I wish I was paid.
Okay, so how do you say? Oh my god. So yeah. Outside of top 10, everyone else is on the minus, except FX and Parker on the softs. So
okay,
yeah.
that's interesting. I know Parker did say he was taking it a bit more, relaxed. Obviously, this is how do I say it? This isn't. Come on, get the words, Leon. This isn't his main championship. He's just having fun with it, which is good. And sometimes when you're having fun or just playing around, amazing results can come from it. So huge things. We got a Geodude there saying that his lap time from F5 would have put him P2. So maybe these F5 boys are just really, really fast at this track. I don't know why. Heavy braking zones, maybe ABS helps in that regard. Possibly. But yeah, so the top 10 on softs. Sweet wheels. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out on a whim. Ken.
Hmm?
I'm gonna go out on a whim, and I'm gonna say Sweet Blues is gonna win.
Sweet Blues gonna win. Oh.
Yeah, on those mediums.
Okay.
And Black Wolf podium.
Okay.
Yes. Because that is what Black Wolf does. Okay. Do you have any predictions for this race?
Not really, because I think on the top 8, everyone was pretty fast, I think. So I think it's gonna be a pretty tight race, but my bold prediction is Metal Songs is gonna win.
Ooh, PA. Okay, I mean Mendelson.
Yeah.
I didn't see what lap time he was setting before he invalidated or just decided that okay, I made a mistake. But he does have the pace. We know that, so it will be interesting to see if he can find more of it in the race. But we do have a very, very quick top 8, top 10, which is the best bit about this league. I can't see the lights. Oh, yes, I can. And away we go. And there's a fantastic start for Yeast there into P1 straight away. Luno bogging down a tiny bit. Is Laxa trying to go around the outside of Luno here? I think he is. And ooh, it's very, very tight. But he's got the move going into turn 2. And the corner naturally opening itself up. And Luno really bogging down now. Next second to P3, Donardo, he's losing a substantial amount of positions there into P7. And Mendelson, terrible start into P11 as well. What is going on here?
And has front wing damage and has
Ah,
spun, I think.
that's unfortunate for him, and so does
Yeah.
Elliot Parker. Not how he wanted to start this race. Those soft tyres not being of much use. Trying to get let's get the positions change. Luno's lost 6 positions, and that was in the first sector alone. I have no idea what happened to him. Maybe he was just boxed in, couldn't know where to go, possibly. But yeah, wow, that is a really debilitating start for him. Everyone else seems to have went about orders. Actually, we have a spinner.
Yeah, Spider, he's lost his
Spider.
front wing.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And Spider's observing Ramadan. Where do I actually go with that information? I feel like I was going to say something more than that, but yeah,
Mendelson is gonna overtake R11 on the main straight. And R11 is fighting back around the outside, but doesn't get the
lovely move.
position back.
As a Spider gets a 5-second time penalty heading into the pit lane, which is really unfortunate for him. Yeah. But while I'm mentioning Ramadan, I should say, good luck to everyone observing Ramadan. That would seems impossible to me. But, what you saying?
Luno dusted back of Ano's car, so.
Ooh. Okay. Just trying to see. We got Freeze and P14. Did he? I thought he qualified. No, he did qualify P15. Okie dokie. Yeah, my commentary's not up to standard today. I'm disappointed with this commentary. As Yeast and we got a yellow flag.
Yeah, Dananda Julia has spun.
That's unfortunate. I don't think he reset the track, but yeah, he saved it. His front wing's gone.
And Sweet Blues has retired.
Oh, Sweet Blues. Why do you do that? I was banking on you. No, I'm very sorry. But we got a full call safety car though, as Sweet Blues actually spun off at the exact same place.
And Mendelson is pitting.
No, did. Oh.
And Dananda Julia is also, and I think nobody else at the moment is not pitting.
I'll be interested to see, does Mendelson have damage, or is this just an interesting...
Yeah, goes on the mediums.
But no damage. So, he's going to do a 2-stop from here, I imagine.
Yeah.
I'm interested with that logic. He's only lost 2 positions. Actually, 3, because Donato was ahead of him before the spin. But those soft tyres are already going to be dying. So this might be a genius little piece of moves, yeah?
Yeah, and then Julia goes for another soft, so he has also need to do another stop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the hards are really fast enough, and I just don't think they'd be worthy of him doing it. What is Elliot Parker on? I'm sorry that you can't see just how bad some of these broadcast cameras are. It's terrible. The run down to turn 2, and I'm looking at the sky. Like, why am I looking at the who? At Formula 1 has never been filmed on the floor looking upwards. So why have you started now?
Yeah, but if you was on board of the RXs or top 3 guys in that curb, which is before that second sector ends, if you touch it, it's auto spin curb. So I think that's why Sweet Blues retired there, and then Under Julio has also spun there. So I think it was that curb. So
even if you don't touch the curb, it is one of those places that is a high speed turn. If your car's too loose on the setup, there is a possibility of just losing it anyway. We got front runners going into the pit lane.
So Yeast doesn't pit.
Wow, okay.
And I know it's also staying. No, hang on.
No,
Mark is staying also out. Yeah.
So,
And Mendelssohn,
okay.
yeah, I was just saying that Mendelssohn is now on P6, so
Okay, and every single one of them on the mediums. Now, I will say Filippo's actually picked onto the hards, so that is interesting. And
yeah.
one person that has actually really benefited is Mendelssohn.
Yeah,
Mendelssohn is
and
now in, I suppose, a net P1. That's if you don't include Nestek, who Nestek will have to push at the end of the safety car restart. But that really interesting tactics on display here. The guys that waited one extra lap, will they be able to go to the end?
in my own opinion, I don't think so.
No.
It's pretty hard to go 25, 20, 26 laps. No, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
like
pretty difficult.
I think if there's another safety car, which in all likelihood there probably is, they might get away with it. However, you should never really base your strategy around the safety car unless you are nowhere. If you're like really, really slow, yeah, okay. Yeah, safety car in this.
Yep.
It's like when we were at Monza in F1 last year, and I stayed on the mediums. Sorry, I stayed on the softs for 23 laps, I think. And I managed to somehow my tyres were dead. I was just quick enough to get into Drake's slipstream when he overtook me and his DRS. And it just carried me along. And then the safety car finally come out. I picked onto mediums when everyone was on softs, and then someone booted me off because of desync issues, which was not great, but I was so smart. But enough about me. Nestek's gone. Wow, that is a really good restart. Wow, that is a fantastic restart. And is Darrell Whiffen going to go for a move on market into P2?
Oh,
no.
Defended a little bit, yeah, defense quite good. Ooh.
Yeah, Mark covered the move off very well there, but on dying softs, you're going to have to run though, and Whiffen's tyres. The advantage. We got a yellow flag, and it's Elliot Parker. This has not been his day. Well, I don't know what happened 2 hours ago.
Oh, Spider has a moment, and Laxe overtakes him to be it.
Oh, and some issues between Jakobsen and Anno there. A bit of contact as Luno's now going around the outside of them. It seems like I think the faster guys are stuck behind some of the slower people on older tyres.
Yeah, Mendelssohn is all over back out of free, so
yeah,
he might be trying to move.
I think they're stuck in a log jam, but Yeast is now right up to the back of Mendelssohn as well, though, so he's already lost his advantage there. Does Elliot Parker have damage? I don't believe so. He's going fine. Yeah, you can see Yeast fancying his chances against Mendelssohn already. But Yeast's teammate is the decider here. Is Mendelssohn going to get past? Not this straight, but he might be going into the turn 1, lap 6. No DRS activated yet. Yes, it makes 3 laps. There, and Yeast is really getting close to Mendelssohn, but no. Mendelssohn goes for the move. Lovely little dive bomb. Ooh, nearly contact. Freeze keeps the position for now on the inside of turn 2 and outside of turn 3. But yeah, Mendelssohn's going to go for it again into turn 4.
No.
He gets outbroken here. Freeze is really helping his teammate. Not a corner where overtakes happen.
Little bit of contact, but pretty nice move. And Laxe is also overtaking Mendelssohn.
What an overtake, Laxa. What an overtake. That is incredible. We will be doing interviews after this race, by the way, for the first time. There was a vote, and the drivers decided they want to do interviews. Me and Ken unanimously disagreed, but we didn't have a say.
Well, I think you disagreed. I'm not really against it, but
you can't really unanimously agree on anything when there's only 2 people either. That's not how unanimously works in any contest. But Just ignore me. Nestek, fantastic start, and he has broken away from Mark. And this does put Nestek in a very good position come to the end of the race. Just because he's on older tyres, these guys behind, they're not going to overtake.
And Mark is overtaking. No, Daryl Biffin is overtaking Mark.
Is Mark going to go back up the inside into turn 1? No, he thinks better of it. DRS still not activated. Oh no, it's being activated as of this lap, so we will get a run on Daryl again, but I think he's a bit too far back to go for an overtake. Unless he really dives it. Luna and Filippo having a battle.
Yeah.
Donato comes flying out of nowhere. Oh! Oh, contact with Donato in the rear of Jakobsen. I'm not sure if he got any damage there, but this is very scrappy battles. Lovely stuff to see. Fries has let Yeast through, but he's holding up Laxa, Mendelson and Anno. As Filippo just kind of rolls around, you can see even just in that camera shot that those hard tires
Laxa is going for the overtake.
Oh,
down to inside, and pretty easy move.
Easy move with the DRS. I'm not sure if Fries also had DRS, but it doesn't matter now. Now Laxa can focus on Yeast. But Yeast again, stuck behind Blackwolf now. Stuck behind Mark, stuck behind Daryl. It's going to be very hard to get past these guys who are battling. When they're not back markers, I wouldn't call them back markers, but then they don't appear to be as fast as the front runners. But when they're battling, you really have to wait and pick your moments to slide in. And that is very hard to do.
Yeah, Mendelson is overtaking for his other main straight, but Fries fights back pretty nicely, but
Mendelson shuts off the door, Very good battle that time. And then we got Anna on the soft tyres.
And Yeast is overtaking Black Wolf down the inside onto turn 4.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, but Black Wolf didn't get the switch back. But yeah.
No, that Black Wolf will have DRS, but I just don't think... Yeah, I think these, the pace and the tyre difference and all of that, it's going to be very hard for these guys to defend unless they're stuck in a mighty battle going side by side. Nestek only now 3 seconds ahead of Yeast, I'd say. If Yeast is going for a one stop and that's the only time he's pitted, maybe this isn't the best situation for Nestek, but you'd expect Nestek to pit in maybe 6 laps, go on to the mediums and see the race to the end. These guys say what? Oh.
What?
I thought you were going to say something, sorry.
Well, I was about to say that Daryl Biffin has caught Nestek with those brand new mediums, but fresher mediums.
Yeah, and he's now in the DRS range, and this is really bad for Nestek if there's going to be battling. That tyre advantage really working for Whiffen now in the endurance run of things. These are soft tyres, remember, that have also been through qualifying. They will be a bit knackered, a bit torn. You can't get your best out of these now.
Yeah, Laxus overtaken Black Wolf for P5.
Beautiful move. And Mendelson is actually losing Black Wolf. Oh, yellow flag for Filippo. Filippo's gone on those hard tyres, and I don't know if he has any damage. I wonder if something happened with Spider, possibly. But yeah, Mendelson, I'm quite surprised to see Mendelson falling away from Black Wolf, Laxa and Yeast. But hey ho, as a Mark, it's now the next guy who has to defend from these very, very fast drivers on old tyres. It will be a very hard task, especially with that DRS. And yeah, you can see just on boards how much quicker Yates can go through the corners. Is he going to go for an overtake in this straight? No, he thinks better of it, okay. Ooh. Yeah, should be easy now. Nesek pits up already, okay. Might be going into the soft, mediums and hards, we'll see later, as Yeast, flies by. And I think Laxi...
Oh!
Ooh! Yeast moving under braking slightly. He's got Laxer out of sorts, but Laxer's going to get the move, and he's going to on Mark as well. But he will have DRS now, so this is going to be a straight shootout until they pit. These two seem to be quite on equal pace.
Blackwell is trying to overtake Mark, but it didn't get the
Mendelson. But he makes a much better turn in, I think I want to say turn 5, 6, and yeah, nails the move eventually. But then this is disconnected Blackpool from the top 2. I'm not sure this is really what they want. Mendelson. Oh God, what's going on with Mark?
Mendelson touched with Ano, and Ano fast Mark, and as Mendelson is also overtaking Mark now. To P6.
Yeah, quite an interesting line from Mark there. Quite a big gap as well from the top 8 and down. Jakobsen trying to get out of DRS range of Donado, but so we got a yellow flag, and it's Fries. Fries is spun. Ah, you shouldn't have jinxed it, guys. You should not have jinxed it. And now he's in the gravel. He so nearly took out Spider. Both losing it on the gravel, but okay, we're safe. I know, yeah, easy overtake on Black Wolf up into P4, but Ano's tyres, I'll be interested to see.
And Mark is pitting for the hards.
Oh, for the hards, okay. What did Nestek pit onto? The medium tyres, and now he's got free space to drive. Hope for his sake, you hope he doesn't catch Filippo, Fries and Spider too early. Doesn't want to be held behind them. But got lots of different strategies on display today. I'm really not sure who's in the net lead. I'm not sure who's going to win this race at all, which is what you want to see from a league race. And there's possibly still a safety car to come, so stay tuned. Just making sure I am streaming. I am, but just that horror of thinking, have I done this wrong?
But now battling for the lead, it has a little bit advantage for Laxe, because he has 60% of years and Laxe has 32, so that's quite a big difference on years. So yeah,
Laxe has really had to push himself to get near Yeast, which then just shows how good Yeast's pace is for someone that wasn't racing until about 3 hours ago. And he's got the DRS on Darrell Whiffen. He knows there's a move in the works. Is he going to go for it into turn 1? Very late dive on the outside. Doesn't get the move yet. But on the outside of turn 3, he'll get another run of the DRS, and you imagine the move's done now. It's sorted. Yes, it is. Is Lax going to go for it as well? Yeast pushes Darrell Whiffen wide. Lovely stuff. And credits Darrell for battling this. Oh no, is there damage? I don't believe there was damage. Thankfully.
No,
Thank the Lord. And I think Darrell's actually is he letting I don't know what's going on there. He might have been letting Laxa through.
Well, but this is Laxa's off track, and
yeah, that was bizarre. I mean, I don't know, that wasn't I think that was just a bit of Laxa misjudging high life of Darrell Whiffen. There's nothing either of them could really have done there, apart from being a bit slower. But hopefully it doesn't influence this race too much. Laxa is still within DRS range, so the battle will continue. And Ano getting a sniff as well. 3-second time penalty for Kiziak. So far only Jakobsen, Spider, Fries, Kiziak and Park have time penalties. I say only, that's a third of the grid. And Darrell now pits. Okay, so you have to think he's going on to the hard tyre. Yes, the hard tyre comes out, white walled. And he's going to come out, maybe even in P13, I want to say.
And then Julia tries to go around the outside of Jakobsen. Second DRS straight, and he should be fine.
Yeah,
down the inside.
Oh yeah, beautiful stuff. And meanwhile, Mendelson goes around backwards.
Oh, and
We've got a
Spider
yellow
has
flag Spider.
Spider's out.
Where's he crash? He's crashed on the exit of turn 3. I mean, safety car. Safety car. So you got to feel for someone like Darryl Whiffen, who's just pitted, if they'd waited one lap, they would have been P3. That is gutting. But I mean, I expect everyone to pit now. Absolutely
Yeah.
everyone. The only guys that could even consider staying out are, I guess, Darryl, although he will lose a lot of time, and Nestek, I suppose. Everyone else, yeah, this is the perfect time to pit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everyone should go for the mediums for the end. Because hards are not really good. Well, good and good, yeah. Mediums are better, but yeah.
Lots of drive-through penalties here. One for Mark, one for Kiziak. That's their race over. I'm not sure what's going on there. Speeding under the safety car. Yeah, and everyone's in the pit lane. Absolutely everyone. But people like, did Donato pit? Yeah, Donato's waited a tiny bit to be held up. Luno's just overtaken Jakobsen in the pit lane. Yeah, Nestek stays out. How many positions is he going to lose? Hopefully he'll... Oh, okay, so he still comes out P3. So for Nestek, that's not awful. Anno onto the hards. Blackwolf cards.
Yeah. And Ero Ps stayed out.
Yeah, I mean... It's he's only just pitted, but...
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Kiziak another drive-through penalty, so Kiziak can kiss goodbye to any points. That's really unfortunate. I feel really bad for him. Nope.
So top 2 drivers have each one has one track limit warning. Nestek doesn't have any, so do I know doesn't have any. Madison has 1, Black Wolves has 0 warnings, Double Ps 0, Marcus tried through, none. Bruno has 2 warnings, and yeah.
Yeah, so lock up, just stake here, one-time penalty, especially with a late safety car, can ruin you. I just wanted to give a little European Racing Organisation update for everyone watching right now. The latest patch that F1 provided that introduced the white Red Bull livery onto career mode broke the game on PC. Desync issues that are all-time high. Other leagues, you know, even the biggest of the leagues, PSGL, cancelled their PC tiers because of this desync. And we at Ero have decided to follow suit. We tried a test run with Ero Ps F4 today, and from my understanding, it was broken. The race, it sounded like it was a good race, but the desync ruined it a bit. So there won't be PC2 and PC1 tomorrow and on Sunday. I'm very sorry about that. But the PlayStation tiers will still be going ahead. So you know the drill by now. F3, PSF3 is at 5 PM, PSF2 is at 7 PM, and PSF1, in which myself, and Ken will be racing for Alfa Romeo, is at 6 PM Sunday. I might be racing, depending on the attendance in F2, although I've developed a hater. No, I'm joking. But the greatest finish to a league race of all time, upset people. No, joking. I'm sorry, Masiak. I love you. But yeah, actually check out. If you're planning on watching PC2 or PC1 and you know, if you got a bit more free time, check out the Ero British GP Top 5 Moments, edited by our lovely Lucas Derrickson. I'm definitely going to be told I spelled that name wrong, pronounced it wrong, but who cares? It's got, you know, my highlights, it's got other people's highlights. My commentary is at number 1. Now, the commentary was a bit, you know, my voice is struggling, but we're getting there. So, you know, just stuff to watch. There's plenty of content. Or, as usual, as the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap, get involved. Look in the description. There is a link to join our Discord. We're halfway through the season, and some of the PC tiers, we're not taking reserves anymore. But the PlayStation tiers, they're up for grabs. You know you wanna, so why don't you? Join. Thank you very much. But Yeast getting ready to start the safety car, and is he already gone? Yeah, okay, so Yeast has actually gone before the final corner, and that does actually appear to have beaten Laxa here. Well, no, Laxa is already on the ERS. Is he going to go for a dive bomb into turn 1? No, he doesn't. Is anyone else going to consider it? Black Wolf, Donado does a mark. Lovely move. Although Mark is really battling with his teammate here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Mark isn't letting Luno through, considering Mark has a drive-through penalty. Does he going into this corner? Yeah, okay, so he's not really for it anymore.
And Jakobsen is also trying to overtake Mark. They are side by side.
Bit of a tap.
Maybe, yeah.
Jakobsen gets it in the end. Lovely stuff. That corner, you don't really like people going too wide in. It's just one of those corners that tends to catch people out, but there it's been all good, thankfully. Yeast not able to break away from Lax yet. I do believe this will be a battle for the lead. And Nestek with, well, I say significantly, but older tyres. He's going to have to really struggle to catch up with the front two, who just, this entire season really, have been at pace on their own. Yeast not had the best of luck, but you can just see on outright pace, he's clearly at the top. Same for Luno, who at P9, I really don't know what happened to Luno. Fantastic qualifying, and in the race he just slipped back, and then after the first safety car, I just didn't see of him. Laxa sets the fastest lap of the race with 1:30.3, and he is definitely catching up to Yeast now. As Mark serves the drive-through penalty, Kiziak yet to do so, but Kiziak has got to serve 2 drive-through penalties, which is just how unfortunate. How sad. Yeah, and Anno and these hards struggling to keep up with Nestek, and Mendelsohn very close behind, setting fast in his personal sectors. You've got to think he's going to go for a move soonish. Are you seeing anything interesting of note?
Not really.
No.
I'm just wondering when Mendelsohn is gonna overtake Anno. Maybe this straight. He's using his ERS and he's pretty close. Yeah, he's going for the move.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't wait. It's okay.
Yeah, no, was John saying that down to inside and pretty easy move, and he can now try to catch up on the Nestek and top 3.
I'm surprised he didn't wait for the DRS loans to pop up. But fair enough. He's got places to be. He needs to catch up 5 tenths to Nestek, and then use Nestek to slingshot him past into the territory of Laxa and Yeast if he wants to keep his championship battle alive. The final leg.
One interesting thing is that Laxa has used quite a bit his ERS. He has 38%.
Oh yeah, wow.
60%. So
he's not using ERS now that he's in the DRS. To be fair.
Yeah, I think he's gonna recharge his battery.
Yeah,
for now.
Which is it's if you feel like you're not going to catch up to someone, like, or they're going to get away from you within that DRS zone, it is the wisest thing to do. It's, at least in my opinion, maybe the wisest thing to do is get better at the game. But um, if you can carry a bit more momentum, carry a bit more speed, you then get the DRS, and then you can kind of sit back and relax, and you just stay in that bubble and save your ERS. It can work, and I mean, you look now, and yeah, Lax has already gained back a lot of ERSs. Kiziak is out. Is that going to be a safety car? I don't believe so. We do have another spinner, I believe.
I know, spun.
I know. Oh, that's unfortunate for him, but no damage, I don't believe. No front wing actually. So lots of damage. All of the damage actually. No safety car though. No virtual safety car. Anno really struggling to get around, and now he's going to have to cut back into the pit lane. Does he do this smoothly? Okay, I mean, we'll let him off there. He, obviously, it would have been dangerous for him to continue going for another lap, or to just cut in front of his teammates. So yeah, there's obviously no issue with that. And Kiziak has left the session. A nightmare for him. And what is Anno? Anno going on to another set of the mediums now. But that's his race over. The man in 5th, not looking to improve. Heavily unlikely that Mark, or highly unlikely that Mark will catch up to him though, so we can relax if P5 is safe. And Laxa and Yeast now have equal ERS, which shows the power of the DRS. And yeah.
Yeah, but when you were saying that you should use your ERS to keep up with 1 second, that's, yeah, in my opinion, that's also pretty clever if you can keep up. And when you have DRS, you can retard it much more, much faster. But
the DRS is, for league racing, the DRS is so crucial. I mean, if you like look at my results in F1 this year, on pace, I am nowhere near the points finishes I get. It's just the reality. But if in the first couple of laps you push, and as I'm sorry, actually, Darryl Whiffen going around the outside of Black Wolf, not made the move stick now, but he's going to have another shot at the DRS, and using all of the ERS as well.
And Jagersman is overtaking Luno on turn 4.
Oh,
There's side pass. Oh, Luno has a moment and drops to P9.
That is unfortunate for Luno, but yeah, this race, qualifying pace is always amazing on, but the race pace sometimes seems to catch him adrift. Maybe he could consider looking at his setups and making them more race spec worthy, but that isn't really unfortunate for him. How this race has panned out. It's nice to see people like Darryl and really getting their elbows out, going for the fight. And Black Wolf comeback king as usual in P5. I don't know how he does it. I have no idea how he does it, but he's done it. He qualified P16, and look at him, he's P5. P5. He defeats Logic. So yeah, I'm considering that. But yeah, so if you push that early, but if you're not as fast as the guys ahead of you, you push in that early stint, you get the DRS, you can then relax a bit. But then also, and this is the most obvious one, is that when people make mistakes, you capitalise on it. And if you're relaxing a bit more than they're relaxing, you will make less mistakes. And that's how I've got essentially all of my points. On pace, I'm outside of the points at most tracks, but you just keep up with it, and it works. And Laxa and Yeast are probably on the same speed. I'm not saying that Yeast is I'm not saying that Laxa is miles behind Yeast, but that initial push, in the long run, it helps. So now, Laxa has more ERS than Yeast, and Yeast will know it's vulnerable. And this is going to be quite an interesting end to the battle. Now, I think Yeast might still be watching the stream. So I'm not going to tell Yeast how to win this race. That'd be called cheating. Same for Daryl, so I can't give all of the information away. But I do think that the end of this race is going to be quite riveting. And they're second a little, I say, word of his own. Mendelssohn's actually caught up to him now with DRS. Is there sec pitting? Oh, okay.
No.
I thought, what the fuck?
Oh,
sorry, pardon my French.
Oh yeah, I think I was seeing Lux and Yeast going side by side in turn 1, but it didn't happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, it did look very close to being the case, but I think in reality, like, Yeast now has 40% ERS. Lax closer to 70. We got a yellow flag, massive yellow flag, and it's Luno. He spinned it into the wall. No front wing, not safety car worthy, but that is the end of what has been a torrid race for him. He somehow kept the composure to not reset it to trackers. We got who's
Jakobsen
that?
Has spun.
Jakobsen. Oh no, he's not. The camera literally. I can see him spinning around in the background. So that is an awful camera view. But yeah, that is unfortunate. Jakobsen and Luno there, and he's not got damage though. To be fair, Jakobsen, and he's only 5 seconds behind Elliot Parker. So his race isn't over yet. But I imagine he would have wanted it to be better than this, as Donato gets a time penalty.
Yeah.
Where is Jakobsen in the standings? Only P18. Oh.
And I think Parker has also spun. Maybe. I'm not quite sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe not spun, but has lost the car at some point because he's already lost like 3 seconds to Jakobsen. So the race isn't over for Jakobsen.
Donato Julio is overtaking R11 at turn 1.
Oh wow.
And maybe no, it's too far behind for overtaking Black Wolf, but yeah.
I'm trying to recall where Donato qualified, but it was high up in the points. Let me look at the race director quickly. Actually, Donato qualified P5, where Whiffen and Black Wolf are P12 and P16 respectively. So Donato's going to give Black Wolf a very good run for his money. Although Daryl is battling Donato so much, it's actually letting Black Wolf kind of run away a tiny bit. Luno's in the pits, he's got his front wing fixed, and he's on the soft tyres. So, fastest lap incoming. We know he has the pace. This race has not been his, but he's going to set a blistering lap time, I hope. Mendelssohn catching up to Nestek now.
Lux is not getting DRS on the main straight. He's too far behind.
Wow.
But he's now using his ERS, so he's back in with DRS.
I'm really confused about that because
I think he was trying to save 100% ERS.
Oh, and he's just fallen out of it. But the thing is, that by the end of the straight, he was half a second behind. So I don't know how he gained so much time.
He was using ERS. He was using ERS quite a bit.
Yeah, that is a lot of time to gain, and he still has more ERS than
Mendelssohn has retired.
Oh no, that is huge.
Safety car.
Oh my lord, that is huge. I didn't see where Mendelssohn. I can't see Mendelssohn's car. I don't know where he spun. He didn't look like he was close enough to be side by side with Nestek.
Yeah, but I saw that after 10-4 he was in the barrier, so I think he just got oversteer moment after 10-4 and spun on the barrier. It's pretty easy to do so unfortunate for him. He was having a very good race.
So he's lost the car and it's come back to bite him in the arse. But now, the really interesting dilemma here, and it's unfortunate for Mendelssohn, I know. See, I'm sorry man, I'm gutted for you. Mendelssohn is quicker than some of these races have shown. But are Yeast and Lax going to pit? Yeast goes in, Yeast takes a dive, and Lax stays out. Oh, okay. So Nestek pits. This is really interesting. Who's going to take
Black Wolf.
with it?
Black Wolf is pitting. Danadilio is waiting for the gap for the
And
Black Wolf.
Witten in as well.
Oh.
God, that was close. Freese stays out. Is Freese going to get ahead of Yeast? No, he's not. That is
No.
so unfortunate for Laxa. I know what he was trying to do, but it's not worked out, and I think Laxa right now stuck behind the safety car as well. That might be his race over. Not over, but sorry, the race win might be over for him. It's going to be very hard to defend Yeast on those new soft tyres. Expect elbows to be incredibly far out. Bastian voted. Yeah, so Freese is... I mean, Freese is going to battle for his life. His life depends on this.
Yeah, but there's no between Laxi and Yeast. But yeah, I know he's gonna be ghosted at Main Straight, so...
Yeah. I'm Daryl Whiffen talking about being held up. Yeah, it's a bit shy, but you didn't lose any positions from it though, so you can't complain too much. I get why Donato. No, I think no, you can't overtake. Damn it, you can. I think if you want to overtake someone, you have to go off track on the safety car. Although, did I say to you what happened in a league race on Monday?
I think you said something about it, that you were disqualified on the safety car. I don't remember what happened.
Well, it was a dry to wet to dry race. There was no cleanups of running, and then I accidentally. The track was still wet, but I was like, do I put on softs? Do I put on inters? I ended up accidentally putting onto hards. Just it just happened. And then, going up Ero Ps, I went wide, past the safety car, slightly off track, and it went 2 seconds to give the position back. Although I was literally last. So, that hurt. That really did hurt. It's not that hard to pause the game, women. You just pause the game, send your message back into it. That's just not the hardest thing in the world to do. I do it all the time. I have phone calls while racing. No, I don't. No, I'm just texting away.
Yeah, but I think Laxi might not be on the podium.
It's gonna be tough. It's a safety car, isn't it, women? I mean, he's not going to lose any positions on the safety car. Yeah. No. You've stunned someone, Daryl. The idea of pausing the game is just blowing people away. But I think your safety car lap time seems to be a bit quicker, Daryl. Come on, get on with it. I don't know. I think Laxa might still be on for a podium shout. Thankfully, Freese is there to block people, essentially. I mean, my unfortunate prediction, and I'm sorry for this, Bastian. I think that Bastian's going to DNF because he's going to be battling so hard with people who are so much faster. Someone is going to take him out. I don't know who that's going to be, but I feel it. Also, I will say actually that I've just noticed that Lino is in between Laxa and Freese. Laxa didn't let Lino through, but this will help him. As when is Laxa going to go? Now, yeah, lovely little start for him. Freese, I don't know how he got a time penalty there. Well, Freese, that time penalty has really ruined everything you're trying to say there.
Nestek is going down the inside in turn 1 of Freese.
Oh yeah, perfect move. Oh, Freese getting a little bit Silent and pushing Black Wolf.
Black Wolf
Yeah.
down to the side. Pretty easy move.
Much superior tyres, and Donardo probably going to go for a move even into the next corner here. No, I think it's better on that. But expect the hairpin to be where the next turn is. Or overtake's made yet.
Down.
Yeah, lovely overtake. Ooh.
A little bit of contact and television, it also passed Freeze, and Freeze is falling like stone, unfortunately.
Yeah, Freeze might have reason to report that.
And Yeast has overtaken Luxa.
Oh my, wow, okay, I'm very sorry for not catching the race lead, but I was too focused on Bastian. That was a very, very quick overtake for Yeast. Yeah, Yeast is already flying away. Now we got Nestek. The F5 boy, we got yellow flag for it's as I said it. Yeah.
Oh, it was Freeze.
It's just really unfortunate, but when you're battling these guys, they're so much faster.
And
because of the tyres, don't worry, I'm not saying.
Yeah, but Yeast is already 1 second ahead of Luxa, but he's trying.
Absolutely rapid pace. I think Nestek. I'm sorry, women. You jinxed it. Nestek. He's going to look to try and get Luxa this lap, I imagine. And then it's the comeback kid again, Black Wolf. He's there. He qualified P16. It doesn't make sense. But I have a feeling that he can do this. It's going to be tough, and he needs to stay within the DRS range, which for now he's not doing it. It's very tight. Black Wolf might actually get another podium here. Nestek, you want to overtake sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go for the move.
He's not using his ERS. But Black Wolf is now also closing in, only a second between Black Wolf and Luxa. Nestek, living its time penalty. I'm expecting big things here. Nestek's he's going to have to go for a move. I mean, Black Wolf really catching up now, only half a second. And Nestek, is he just going to use all of his ERS going into turn 1? Laxa's used a lot just to keep up. Yeast is flying away this race. Another fastest lap. And Nestek doesn't want to go for the overtake yet. He's waiting until the last possible opportunity. Which is, it's bold, but this is not helping Black Wolf and Donardo whatsoever. Okay, DRS activated for Nestek. Going to go around the outside of Luxa. What can he do here? On the newer tyres.
Quite good.
But they're going to go side by side into turn 5. Bit of contact. More contact. A bit of a push. A bit of a shove. Black Wolf really
Black Wolf is just...
contact! Luxa nearly loses it. Donardo now gets the overtake of Black Wolf.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and Luxa...
Oh my god.
Luxa loses his P2. Oh god.
No.
I have no idea what's going on now. Donardo, is he going to go for the move on Luxa? He knows he's got to. There might be contact for damage for Donardo. I don't believe so, but Black Wolf has been shafted there a bit. Luxa is now out of ERS as well. So is Donardo, but Black Wolf not. Whiffen trying to go for a lovely move.
Black Wolf's going a little bit too wide.
Donardo has a time penalty. I've only just noticed. So I think Luxa's actually going to keep on to P3 here. There might be words between the Red Bull teammates as Luxa wins the Bahrain Grand Prix, followed by Nestek in P2. And Black Wolf gets a very, very quick exit, but no, Luxa's going to keep on to P3. Elliot Parker gets a P9, and Anna and Mark were battling away, but Anna's going to get secure P10. If you're Black Wolf, you're messaging Donardo. What the fuck are you doing? Why have you done that? But it's gutting from the Red Bull guys sabotaging each other. Luxa somehow keeps P3. He's inevitable. Freeze has spun.
Yet again.
He's lost his front wing yet again. Yeah, both F5 drivers in the points. Nestek P2. It's incredible. An incredible battle. F5 supremacy. Yes, indeed. And I'm looking at. I'm amazed that Black Wolf didn't get a podium there, and that Laxa did it. That's really gutting. But that does mean, and standings haven't officially. Yes, Bastion let you down, Blumen. Bastion let you down. He talked the talk, but he is yet to walk the walk this season. But yeah, so Laxa is now on what I believe is. Oh, let me count. Oh, I can't count. 164 points. Yeast, on the other hand, is now on a nice 20. I want to say 27. Yeast got pole, right? No, Luna got pole. So Yeast is now. Right, it's an extra 26 points, so 90, 116, 114 points. So Yeast firmly into P2 in the standings now. Yeah, I'm sorry, Elliot Parker, but we're not interviewing the top 10 because I have things to do. I'm very sorry, that's simply how it is. So, in the standings, you have Axe Yeast winning the race, followed by Nestek, and Laxa rounding out the podium. Black Wolf just missing out on the podium, followed by Daryl with Donado. Filippo and Jakobsen take up the fourth row. And Anno and Elliot Parker round out the points, and then we have Mark, Fries, and Luno, the non-points finishers this race, and then Mentalson, Kizzy X Spider, and Sweet Blues retiring from the session. There will be interviews, so let me invite you guys. I think, how should we do this? Should we go into the F4 group chat and then do the party? Ken?
What?
Should we go into the F4 group chat and then invite them from there?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, I'll just invite them to this one, and then
okay.
kick them out afterwards. We're gonna work this out. How do I do this? Add players played together. So it's. I didn't play with these people before. That's a lie. Where are you lot? Oh, good shout. No. Come on. Hopefully your settings are so that I can hear you. But we got Laxa. Why is my head? My head is not working, and I'm not actually. I don't have Nestek, but Nestek is just called Nestek, correct? Correct. Wait.
Well,
Is his name Nestek?
Yeah.
Nestek. No, brackets or anything.
Yeah, Nastau.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, alright, so we've got the interviews ready. Yeah, I've got the right people now, I believe.
Good.
We're gonna wait for them to join the party. We are doing interviews.
Yeah. Well, we know at least Linus is joining.
Yes.
He's very well. Yeah.
There. Man, you could have won this race, but everyone sabotaged him. Linus, you there? Is Laxa there? Hello. We're now just waiting on Yeast and Nestak.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're here?
You're blind, I swear.
I didn't see. I saw. Oh, I didn't. I had no
Exactly.
idea. Oh, I'm sorry. I am actually blind.
Jesus.
My dearest apologies. What is this add button? Oh, I don't want to become close friends, actually.
Iron ad. Oh.
No. Oh, I've not actually got you as a friend. My apologies.
Just because I never wanted to be friends with you in the first place. I'm trying to love you.
I love you too, bro. Thanks very much. And we're waiting. Oh, thank you very much. God, how nice is that? And now we're waiting on. Who are we waiting on? Nestek.
Yeah.
Is he actually joining? Because otherwise we can just get this going.
May as well just see if he joins midway through.
Yeah. I mean, we have to talk to you first anyway, East. So he can wait. What's his name? Yeah. interview. Bang. He doesn't have to join. I wouldn't blame him for running away. Okay, so I've never done interviews before. I didn't want to do interviews, but you all demanded because you're self-obsessed egomaniacs, I suppose. So, Yeast, going to start with you because you finished P1. Obviously, that's how it works. Actually, it doesn't work that way, does it? They do P2, P3, P1.
No, that's the podium from left to right, you dumbass.
Oh shit! No, no. Who? They never do P2, P3 in the middle. They do.
Look in F4 chat. This is what you're thinking. You're going left to right.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm tired, man. Leave me alone. I'm tired. I wrote a 2,000-word essay at midnight.
Okay, forget that. Let's go.
Alright. Wow.
Stop.
Alright, I'm sorry. Alright, so... Look, I'm sorry. I'm not the one who said I wanted to do this, okay? Everyone else said it. You're going to have to bear with me being a bit shit at pardon my French. But yeah, Yeast, that was a fantastic little performance from you. Yeah, just sum up the race, essentially. Just do the talking for me.
Alright, gladly. Alright, so qualified P2, I'm fuming because I should have had like a 26-0, I think it was, yeah? Alright,
Yeah.
Fuck, you know? Sorry. Anyway, get a good start, I'm up into P1, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna win this race. And then Alexa got into P2, I'm like, I'm not winning this race. Because most of the time, because you know Alexa, he's fast, he's usually quicker than me, he's leading the championship for a reason, you know?
Okay, okay.
That was that was the scariest things I've ever had. A wild German behind me for 20 plus seconds. like, no funny talk, but I have so much fucking respect for this man. Like, he is such a brilliant racer. And yeah, I pitted at the right times, you know. Laxa didn't, and I won.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Perfect. That is it. You can leave the party now. We don't need you anymore. You summed it up better than I ever could.
Oh, it's not hard.
Okay, maybe interviews are a good idea. When you pitted for softs
Yes.
and Laxa stayed out, was there any consideration that everyone else was going to also stay out, and then you'd just be like stuck in P10?
Alright, so here's my thought process. I'm thinking, if I don't pit, Laxa will pit, and he's going to win the race.
Okay.
Because the 3 cars behind me were on hards, and they're going to pit for softs. Otherwise, they're just going to be sitting ducks. That's the word.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking, Laxa, if I pit, he has to stay out to have any chance of winning. No offense, Laxa, but I just felt like I was that good at that point, you know? I was that confident, you know?
Yeah. Okay,
And
you
then
kept the
when I-
raging German behind, and you
I
got
kept
a
the
bit
angry German
ballsy.
behind, and then
Yeah.
I got ahead.
Ooh.
and then fucking chaos ensued behind from what I saw with the times. Like, it was about 28, I think it was about a second and a half, and the end of the race was about 6. So yeah. That's
Well,
pretty mental.
yeah, so what happened was Laxa become a victim, really,
Oh.
and got bullied by everyone, but somehow still stayed P3. I don't know how he did that.
He's just too good.
And also, your teammate, Thrace.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he was a sitting duck as well. He did both of them together.
But he
in the end.
he did put a gap between me and, was it Donado behind or Black Wolf?
I think it was
Like, he
both
put a
of them.
car in between us.
It was Black
So-
Wolf who was quicker.
Yeah.
And then he did fight for his life, and he unfortunately lost his life twice.
Yeah, so... Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, to be fair, the second time was just he wasn't battling anyone. He just still spun out. But you know, it's not really what you want. He finished the race without a front wing, but he did fight valiantly for you. But yeah, I think that's fair. On pace, you were pretty clearly faster. Oh, I will say one thing: you weren't actually supposed to race today. Yes.
No, I wasn't.
How much practice did you actually put into today?
Fuck all.
Laxa, you should be ashamed. You lost the battle to a man who didn't know he was turning up. He just turned up and beat you. But yeah, alright. So, alright, speaking of Laxa, can you summarise your race, please, Laxa? For everyone watching. The 8 people. Huh? I agree, but you thought that you would be lowered in 4th? Because that hasn't happened at any track, like, ever. Just never happened, like so. Alright, ignore me, carry on, sorry. Just don't reply, just... I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm just a genius.
You had cheated. I mean, I feel like Luno, as the backmarker, should have like battled, but instead Luno got out of the way even before the safety guide ended.
Hold on. Pause.
Okay, alright, I'll pause.
Are you encouraging Luno to break the rules?
No. I'm encouraging entertainment. I'm not breaking the rules. It's called entertainment. I think that's a good thing to encourage. We want this to be a fun series to watch. Luno was fast enough. I mean, he probably could have gapped you guys if it wasn't for him spinning. So you know, I think that's a fair suggestion.
All right.
What, after the safety car? You are a very humble man, Laxa. Because you dominated most... Sorry, East. You dominated. But Laxa also dominated. And you're saying that the man that qualified P16 had equal pace to you. Like, you might as well just join F5. Like... you are...
That's the only way I'm winning the championship, so please
yeah, just leave. I think Laxa has to skip out the final 3 races. Just sporting integrity. Your best track is Jeddah. It wasn't the other tracks that you've dominated
it's most
on.
people's best tracks as well, to be fair.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair though, there's not really any braking at Jeddah, so it would be your best track. Yeah. I mean, but before Jeddah, we've got Hungary.
Which is my best track.
Yeah. It was my best track until I actually raced against it with like real people, and then I realised that no, that's a terrible track actually. So I'm excited for Hungary. There'll be no overtaking, and one of you will crash. That'll be fun. Hopefully, Laxa.
What can I say?
I don't think your side forms are that bad. I mean, as someone watching,
Did you not watch Japan?
did I? Oh, I did. I commentated it. Yeah, of course I did. It wasn't really a dive bomb. It was a
I made
crash.
about 4 dive bombs on Mark alone. That race.
Yeah, but that does suggest that he made 4 overtakes on you. So.
Shit.
Continue.
You dirty driver.
You're terrified. You two have a chronic fear of each other. This is incredible. Like,
I never said I was scared of him. I just said he was an angry man.
Yeah. Yeah, just say it fuming, Axel. That really kills the suspicion. How dare you call me angry? I'm gutted that Nestek didn't come and join because he was just rapid. For someone in F5, they've clearly got his positioning wrong in the standings. But oh well. Did he say anything in the group chat? There's a small problem because I cannot speak English. Okay, I will give him that one actually.
Good reason.
Yeah, I mean he did say it in very fluent English, but if you ignore that. No, you know, it's all good to him. He did a very good race as well. I'm just trying to think of more questions because I don't want to ask you anything. Ken, have you got any questions?
Not really about the race, but I have to ask, like I said, that does Apo really sounds similar to me?
I didn't buffer. Christ. Sorry,
so you said last week that me and Apo sound very similar. So is that true in your opinion? Okay, thank you.
You sound very Finnish, Ken.
Oh, thanks.
Because they are.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
Like, you sound very German.
Yeah,
Me and Liam sound very British.
yeah, I can't possibly comprehend why that is. Just, yeah. You've heard two Finnish people speak. You went, oh yeah, you sound similar. You're the same person.
Let's round this off. This has gone to shit now.
Yeah, we're not even asking actual questions anymore.
I want to do the outro.
Do the outro then. All means.
Alright, bet.
Yeah. Do the outro.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching ERO season whatever the fuck we're in. Round, I don't know what race this is. The Bahrain Grand Prix. I'm your race winner, Nicole. Your commentators have been Liam and Ken. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in joining our league, make sure to join the Discord and then follow the sign-up process, and one of our lovely admins will direct you into the correct league. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials, and have a good evening. Good night.
Au revoir. How do I end this stream?
What?